auto for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with their opponents. And off we go from Denver. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense. But the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of the respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory. So they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A good pickup there, a 22. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. Now Wilson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They go play action now. Wilson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now a throw right side, taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down at 4. They'll try to run the ball here with Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 4.
14, Chiefs 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this throw incomplete. Now, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. John Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Fant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Wilson. Flush to his right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's second and 10. Here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Here's Pollard again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now Wilson on first down. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal on the 4-yard line.
Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Give them 32 on the play. Now Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And some room to work. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Edwards-Helaire.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Broncos 21. Harrison Butker, kickoff 14-2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Rolling to his left. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. John Brown with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Chiefs have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Broncos 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. 112 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a give here to Pollard.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Runs over him. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They fake the give. Now Mahomes out to his left. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Chiefs 38, Broncos 35. Harrison Butker to kick off for KTC.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw.
That's complete. Okuegbunam.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the move to his left. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now Wilson. Complete. Pollard.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
3 yards remain for second down.
Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing now is Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Back to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for our visitors, they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,
you can forgive them for having an eye toward the playoffs already as they finish at 15-2 on the year.
And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.